The greatest World Cup final ever. Imagine watching a football match that had everything: superstars, penalties, incredible goals, heartbreaking moments, and one of the most dramatic endings in football history. Many fans call it the greatest FIFA World Cup final ever played. Others say no final will ever come close. But what really happened on that unforgettable night in Qatar? Before we relive every emotional moment, do me a quick favor. If you love football stories, legendary matches, and deep football analysis, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. It helps this channel grow, and it means you won't miss our next football documentary. Now, here's today's question. Do you believe Argentina truly deserved to win the 2022 World Cup, or should France have completed the greatest comeback in football history? Don't wait until the end. Drop your answer in the comments right now. I'm genuinely curious to see what football fans around the world think. Now, let's go back to December 18th, 2022. The world stopped. More than 1 billion people were watching. On one side stood Argentina, led by Lionel Messi, a man chasing the only trophy missing from his legendary career. On the other side stood France, the defending champions, led by the unstoppable Kylian Mbappé, determined to make history by winning back-to-back World Cups. It wasn't just another football match. It was experience versus youth, legacy versus destiny, the GOAT versus the future of football. And nobody knew they were about to witness football history.
From the very first whistle, Argentina looked completely different. They weren't nervous, they weren't afraid, they looked hungry. Every pass was sharp, every tackle carried purpose. France couldn't settle into the game. Messi controlled the tempo like a conductor leading an orchestra. Then came the breakthrough. Argentina won a penalty after Ángel Di María was brought down inside the box. The pressure was unbelievable. Millions were watching. One kick could change history. Lionel Messi stepped forward. He took a deep breath. The goalkeeper guessed one way. Messi calmly rolled the ball into the opposite corner. Goal. Argentina led 1-0. The stadium exploded. But Argentina weren't finished, not even close. Just a few minutes later, they produced one of the most beautiful team goals ever seen in a World Cup final. The move started deep inside their own half. Quick passing, brilliant movement, perfect timing. Eventually, the ball reached Ángel Di María, who calmly lifted it over Hugo Lloris. 2-0. France looked completely stunned. It almost felt like the final was already over. So, let me ask you, at 2-0, did you honestly believe France still had a chance? Pause the video for a second and let me know in the comments, because what happened next shocked the entire football world. For nearly 80 minutes, France looked completely lost. Nothing worked. Their biggest stars were being marked out of the game. Argentina fans had already started celebrating. Then, everything changed. France won a penalty. Kylian Mbappé stepped up. No hesitation, no fear. Goal. 2-1. Suddenly, France believed again. Before Argentina could even recover from the shock, Mbappé struck once more. A quick exchange. A perfect finish. Only 97 seconds after his first goal, the score was suddenly 2-2. In less than 2 minutes, Mbappé had completely changed the story of the World Cup final. The stadium fell silent. Argentina looked stunned. France were alive again. Football can be cruel. One moment you're celebrating, the next moment you're wondering what just happened. Tell me honestly, was this the greatest comeback you've ever seen in a World Cup match? Leave your answer below, because somehow the drama was only beginning. 90 minutes weren't enough. Extra time began. Both teams were exhausted. Players could barely run. Yet somehow, the biggest stars continued producing magic. Then Lionel Messi appeared again. Argentina attacked. The goalkeeper made the save. The loose ball fell perfectly for Messi. He reacted first. The ball crossed the line. Goal. 3-2. Messi thought he had finally won the World Cup. His teammates rushed toward him. Argentina supporters could almost taste victory. But football wasn't finished. France attacked again. A shot struck an Argentine defender's arm. Penalty. Again.
And once again, Kylian Mbappé stepped forward. Imagine the pressure. A World Cup final, a hat trick on the line, millions watching. He didn't miss. 3-3, hat trick, in a World Cup final. One of the greatest individual performances football has ever witnessed. Whether you support France or Argentina, everyone watching knew they were witnessing something unforgettable. So here's another question. Whose performance impressed you more, Messi's leadership or Mbappe's incredible hat trick? I can't wait to read your opinions. After 120 exhausting minutes, everything came down to penalties. No tactics, no formations, just courage. Argentina took the first kick. Goal. France answered.
Then came the biggest moment. Argentina's goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez, made a huge save. The pressure instantly shifted. France missed another penalty. Argentina suddenly stood just one kick away from immortality. The final penalty was placed on the spot. Silence filled the stadium. One kick. One dream. The player ran forward. Goal. Argentina were world champions. Players collapsed onto the pitch. Some cried. Some screamed. Some simply stood there, unable to believe what had just happened. Lionel Messi finally lifted the FIFA World Cup trophy, the one trophy that had escaped him throughout his incredible career. At that exact moment, a lifelong dream became reality. But while Argentina celebrated, another story was unfolding. Kylian Mbappé had scored 3 goals in a World Cup final, an achievement almost impossible to imagine, yet he finished on the losing side. Sometimes football doesn't reward greatness. Sometimes football is simply heartbreaking. That's why we love this sport, because you never truly know how the story will end. The 2022 World Cup final wasn't just a football match. It became a global memory, a match people will still be talking about decades from now. If you enjoyed reliving one of the greatest football matches ever played, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another football story. And now, one final question for every football fan watching. Do you think the 2026 FIFA World Cup will produce a final even greater than Argentina versus France in 2022? Or was that the greatest World Cup final of all time? Tell us your prediction in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next football story. Football. Fire.